Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Hi, I'm Gail Rubenstein, the founder and CEO of a company called Retail Resilient, social selling for the car industry. And we help auto dealers, auto agencies, and vendors in the auto industry sell more cars, service more cars, and make more money using our social selling strategy. That includes TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and anything else you can think of. So if you're looking to invest thousands and make millions, we're definitely the social selling company for you. Like I said, who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
If you run a service drive, you know these days first impressions matter. But when your advisors are tied up with inbound phone calls, they tend to neglect their other, more important duties. And did you know 75% of all service calls are frequently asked questions in routine requests? The average dealer misses up to 30% of inbound calls, adding up to a ton of missed service opportunity and increased customer churn. 68% of callers actually go elsewhere if they can't get through, which means you could be losing $60,000 to $70,000 every month in service revenue simply from missing calls. Introducing Brooke.
Hi there.
Your best service scheduling assistant. Brooke is the first intelligent digital voice assistant to answer, handle, and appoint all of your inbound service calls. Hiring Brooke means absolutely no call goes unanswered, boosting your customer satisfaction and reducing your overhead costs. And talking to Brooke is like talking to a friend.
Necessary, whether to a service advisor, roadside assistance, or a live agent. And I can do it without missing a beat.
You really do check all the boxes. Book with Brooke today.
Everybody wants to be part of a bigger story.
We're a small company, but we're going to change the whole industry.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to NADA 2022 at the lovely Poly booth, formerly, we don't tell that old name. And I've got Jeff Polo from the Auto Hub show, coming to you from the Great White North, actually here in Vegas. And I have two gentlemen who I've heard a lot about, just met today, and two totally different people you could meet from totally different sides of the business, enjoying NADA. First of all, we have John Brady from Ship Your Car Now, and Peter Caruso from Vision AST and all sorts of other stuff. And gentlemen, please say hi, say a little bit to everybody here, and welcome.
I'm Don Brady. I'm the Vice President of Dealer Success for Ship Your Car Now, and I'm very excited about being here at NADA, meeting a lot of friends, reuniting with a lot of friends for NADA. Very excited about the show.
Jeff, and I'm Pete Caruso with Vision AST. We're an analytics reporting platform and automotive and power sports. It's great to see everyone in person, that's for sure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a little different down here. Down here, you're a lot more open than we are up at home, and we're opening, but it's a little interesting there. You see people, you go, oh, I know that face. I don't know those eyes anymore. But Don, what's the number one thing that you're looking to get out of the show, other than a lot of business? You know you're going to get way more business.
Well, I'm actually, as crazy as it sounds, I'm not out here to ask for business. I'm actually out here literally to see my friends and what I consider family from social media, and obviously expand on the relationships. I mean, that's really what I'm after, for relationships. And ultimately, business happens.
Oh, yeah.
If you take care of people, it just comes around and takes care of you too.
Sure. I actually had somebody tell me that had been to earlier ones, their bingo, and he says he gets home, and 2 weeks later, the CFO comes to him and says, "What is this?" I mean, he asks us to pay for something. He goes, "I don't know." And then he's the sales manager comes to him and says, "What is this platform? I got these two guys showing up to do an install." And so of course they show up. What about yourself, Peter? What's your number one takeaway you want to have here?
It's a relationship thing. I've talked to a lot of people all day long. Every time we meet with friends, first two meetings today were, why are we doing this? Why am I not giving you more than that? And you come to these events and you reconnect and you feel the advance. Just a lot of things that we do.
Well, it's definitely about relationships. I don't know how many people that I met who discovered that they're actually big taller than 4 inches. Because of course, when you happen to run the stream, and then you walk up and you go, as you walk by them, you go, and then everybody goes and looks at the name tag. And John, so you built this great presence. You and I were talking earlier about becoming an internet celebrity. And, I actually do hear that Wayne Newton's going to be standing over there and asking you to be on stage with him today. Seriously though, but you built quite a presence, and part of that was from your drive. It was drive across America, wasn't it?
It was actually Charge Across America.
Charge across.
I parked my fleet and Charge Across America actually approached me, and I had the opportunity of doing a cannonball run style race from New York City to Los Angeles, California. With a twist, we couldn't go over the speed limit. We were also driving fully electric vehicles, so charging stations, flying the distance, finding where you're going to charge. We went off charge overnight, so it was unique. There was some very strict guidelines, but it was a on camera, which was very unusual. I had a cameraman in the back seat, a camera right in front of my face, all the way across the country, with someone that I had never met before at the beginning of the race. But I learned a lot about the infrastructure of our country and how not ready we are yet for fully electric.
So what you're telling me is you suffered range anxiety.
There was moments of sheer terror that goes along with that. Range anxiety is real. It really is real.
So they didn't have a pickup following you if they battled you? Just kidding. No. So speaking of range anxiety, people, analytics world is all about that sort of thing, correct? And it isn't the exciting part of the car business. So, it's generally the first 4 letters, which I will not repeat for some point, this will be broadcast somewhere, and people are listening. But what is the most exciting thing about analytics?
Well, the exciting thing to me is our passion is taking data. It's taking and making it digestible so you have it's fun to go to a dealer or a provider agent and help them opportunities to grow. See a bump every time I provide information. So that's really what to me. I did it at the dealership level for myself and I did a principal for years and I'll be able to bring it everywhere and make it really simple with a really nice user interface like that. It's just rewarding. You open people's eyes to it. It's really taking the emotion out of it.
Sure, by all means. Now, the question is this. Earlier, Glenn Lundy was here with my colleagues in another broadcast. I won't mention the name, they're too good. But seriously, he mentioned Saturday morning salespeople. How do you make analytics exciting for salespeople on a Saturday morning?
You just have a leaderboard. Here's where you stand. There's 15 salespeople, and you're number 14. What is your change? Competitive group of people. So that's easy. You don't even really need to talk about it. You just post the numbers and you let the competitive nature of salespeople.
But how do you get them to understand KPI?
That's a good question. And, that's the battle. And that's kind of how we've changed our model, frankly. We were providing intelligence that was very intuitive to me, but not everyone knows what to do. So we kind of added to our team with people that came from the economic side of the business that actually took the data and made it actionable and made decisions and trained with it. So we're bringing that perspective. Yeah, just here's our platform, here's our knowledge, and here's our ability to coach and grow.
And Don, what's your opinion? What should dealers be looking for? Because ultimately, this is a dealer show. I haven't seen a lot of dealer shows. Too many of them were out last night. But what do you recommend a dealer to do to get the most out of the show? It's big, it's in 2 different halls, you got to walk.
Well, I actually talk about that. When I think about it, as I have my show manager at my company shows worked in the dealer. It's tremendous. It's overwhelming. But my recommendation is this is going to probably go against a lot of what people out here are wanting to do. I don't know that I would recommend signing any contracts or actually really. The idea is spend the time with the booths that you're interested in what you're offering. Really truly listen to it. Maybe hit it once and then walk around and come back and do it again. And then take the time to digest what you're looking at. So I know in my role, I have obviously Don Brady Consulting Inc. and I'm the Vice President of Dealer Successorship right now. And what I do with dealers is everybody's talking about Carvana and Rowan. I actually can help our dealers become Carvana. Give them the shipping button on their cars. The customers can push a button and get an instant quote to ship the car from the dealership to their house. And I don't charge the dealer anything. So come in here with an open mind there, because the guys that are saying that the internet's bad and it's going away, or that Carvana is just going to go into business and people can buy cars online, not really true. They're actually doing this.
Well, you know, that's very funny. I'm surprised. It's a great term, I'm surprised, but so many people are saying the same thing you just said, the internet's going to go away. Maybe they didn't think of what we went through. What's the same thing, same question for you? What's your recommendation for a dealer there? Because, of course, all of us are ex-dealers. Trying to figure out why we love it so much. We are excellence, but what's your recommendation?
Yeah, I think if you find yourself roaming around a lot, so I always think look at your stores, your dealership, what are our primary needs and solutions. Two of our biggest challenges, and then try to find something new that you can just focus on. Two, maybe three needs you need to address. Spend your time there, and then you're going to stumble across something new. So try to see it.
Well, you know, we have a lot of trainers in this business. They train all sorts. I wonder if we should become trainers and train the dealers on not to buy things. Because, you know, frankly, dealers are salespeople. And even if they come up from admin, from that fixed ops or anything of that sort, they become salespeople, and salespeople are the easiest sales. And one thing do you want to see here? What is one person, one product, customer that you want to meet here? Yes, I know you're not going to try and sell them, but who do you want to build a relationship with?
Well, it's may sound crazy, but I was real excited about the first group I visited is Paul. So a lot of these folks that deal with policy are good friends. Travis to Ryan to Nathan to Brady. So I mean, really, this is the first group I made to of the show. And where I want to go after I finish this podcast, I'm going to do that with these guys. But it's and I'm not going to do that. But there's a lot of people that I want to see. Melanie Gordon actually walked by. I had to find her. Right when I got on the podcast, she was walking by smelling. I'm looking forward to meeting her. But I'm really just looking forward to meeting all my friends and continue this relationship, because most of my business has come to me because of social media, and I'm very thankful and blessed for that. People refer all my dealer partners, all these partners here, they refer dealers to me. That's how I'm working with you. So I think that's the big.
I just wanted to meet Don Brady. I heard he was going to be here.
Well, that was my number one, man, because I've been following him for a long, long time, and it's funny, you know, when you take a look, you're a different person than you are on there. You are on there kind of goofy here.
No, I'm actually kind of goofy.
No way, no way. So you mentioned, it's very interesting. You mentioned Melanie. And Melanie and yourself and so many people here that we can actually throw these names on and become celebrities. Literally, is it a good thing? Now, I know it's good for your business, but would it be good for you? We got you on there doing TikToks and stuff. And, I don't know about that, but you know, what is it about that, in your opinion?
Well, first of all, for people that say that I'm an automotive celebrity, I think it's a little boring. I'm just me. When I'm on social media, I'm just being myself. But I mean, it's kind of neat. Like, I mean, I still get starstruck. I mean, the first time I met Melanie, I was starstruck, and I'm sure I will be. This will be the second time I've met her. I will be then too. But it's weird because as I've been doing the social media thing, and I've been going to a car dealership, I have had one that was in West Virginia. Salesperson literally ran across the showroom and picked me up off the ground. And then so excited I want to come out and see my van. Pictures and then, but then he took me to his general manager and said, "This is Ron Brady, the guy I was telling you about. We need to do all of our shipping through him." And I've been shipping ever since. So for me, being recognizable is one bad thing. I don't want to become infamous. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I just want to. I want people to realize that who they see on social media is who I truly am. When I do a video and I stutter or I stumble with my words, I do one take. So if I mess up, I mess up. That's who I am. So there's people that I've seen that are somewhat phony. I don't ever want to be that guy.
So, do you have plans to become an internet celebrity?
I had no plans.
Oh, yeah. A looking guy like you, and you know.
I'll stick to this kind of stuff when I'm invited, but most celebrities.
Yeah, by all means. And you know, but it's funny how the power of that, because you know, whenever we have a show, we're every Monday on Zoom, of course, and live on LinkedIn and Facebook.
Nice one.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Greg. But we find that we get people on who through me and my partner, and this, he's got all sorts of people, and there are people that come on and go, "Thanks, man. I really appreciate you thinking of me." That's great. That's super. I just feel superb about somebody thanking us and liking the video. So it's very true. You mentioned walking into a dealer, and the dealer backgrounds, but always drove me crazy. It drives me crazy when I walk into a dealer. I don't have anything to promote to a dealership or anything like that. If I walk in, and the number one thing that bothers me, the number one thing that bothers me when my brand dealership is walking into the showroom and being totally, utterly ignored. And a fellow that I'm connected with on LinkedIn made a post the other day. He was looking for a car for his wife, Michael Cirillo. And he sent out some leads. I think he said he sent out 5 leads. 2 autoresponders and 3 ignores. Then he decided to expand them. And I think in the end he was 50. And almost no reach-outs. He did everything. He gave phone numbers, gave everything. How are we going to get around this? And it's not leads, it's not walk-ins. How are we going to get around this as a business? How are we going to get it that we sell more cars? F&I companies make money, shippers make money, insurance companies make money. How are we going to do it? Because it's getting too easy right now.
The first thing that comes to mind is right now with the lack of inventory, and there's not that same volume. Salespeople, BBC people with the big plans, so everyone that walks in is going to buy whatever they can find from close to suiting them. There's some laziness about it. You know, you had to sell 20, 30 cars, and I was like, oh, that's great. Buyers. I saw that laziness. And when I was in dealer group, our dealer principal, someone before I had my own office for our software program, I was working at the dealership in the showroom, and I was, the 5 seconds went by, I was waiting for the dealer principal to climb on my shoulder to tackle somebody who was his mind again, greeting at the door. So we were a little different. That was amazing how often salespeople would take that same meeting and still not put their head down on the computer. And how you overcome it, I think, is hiring the right people and constant training. Really not accepting anything but top-notch service. It's hard to do. But you make examples of people that are doing a good job, and you reward the ones that are doing examples as well.
Well, you know, I used to have a dealer, and he said his saying was this: a good manager is a good chat. And in so many cases, everybody's busy doing things, and even in the biggest dealerships, everybody's multitasking. And your managers have got their heads buried in the computer, your salespeople have got their heads buried in the phones, customer, you get the lead. And in the old days, I go back to having rotary dial phones for the dealership. And the receptionist would call sales line 1 or sales call reception because there's no line 1. I had a pen sticking into the thing, so I dive over the desk, knock the pen out, and then it would dial as I picked it up and go to the first person. I'm not seeing that. And what do you see, John? Because you've rented dealers obviously a lot.
Yeah, and honestly, the lack of intensity. I hate to use the word laziness, but that's the right word. And it's both different facts. They're making all of it over. I think the lack of inventory is more excuse sometimes. I think the intensity is still got to be there. I mean, every single customer is important. They need to and again, that like you said, that comes from training. It comes from even when I was a general manager of the store, I would take up that. Or if it's to be, it's up to me. I mean, that's how I felt. Always felt that way. And you want your team around you to feel the same way. Everybody, they're all aligned with that same mission. You're not going to have customers go around the
And I'll make you bet you had dirty shoes from washing cars too, because you didn't get a delivery from right? You remember that one. So what message do you want to send out to people here at the show, people watching the Autio Hub show? And just what message do you want to give out, not just about the show, business in general, even vision?
That's a great question. I guess the message is that right now, for a lot of folks in business, in the car business, things can start to get easy. I lazy, but things are easy right now. Some are using the opportunity to really improve and enhance their processes, whether it's analytics or it's training, and all they kind of go hand in hand. I worry for those that aren't taking action on those things right now. Things eventually don't have to get away, whether it's economically or just there's they're inventory again. And there's, margin compression things like those things prepared. Short memories, you can forget what you have to do to survive, and it goes back to that. So focus on your business now while you have the time and the resources financially to make it work, so you're ready for that phase of the business.
It's funny. I'm of the opinion, and every time I say this, it just shoots me down. But I do believe that overnight something's going to happen. Like not tonight, obviously, but overnight, all of a sudden, plants are going to open up because I know everybody's opening chip plants, like they're going out of style, and not all of a sudden, but suddenly dealers are going to say, we're giving product. And by the way, if you want a Lightning, you're going to have to take 27 F-150 XLT two-wheel drives. And, it's a good point. You got to be prepared. It is too easy. I don't need to pick on people that try to be positive. But, every time you do this, I know Ian, but he tried to buy a car, and boy, oh boy, it took him, a car guy, it took him a year to buy a car because people weren't bothered with it, and they knew him. Tell him what yourself. What big thing you want to see here for people, recommendations from the show?
Well, what I want to say is to your audience and everybody out there is, I want to first of all say thank you to everybody who's referred anybody. I'd love to continue that. I'd love to help all of you with your businesses if I can. And as far as the show, again, what we talked about, be real positive, be open-minded. You need as many people out there as you can. Really look at what their businesses are offering the dealerships, because there's a lot of neat concepts here. I think that we find again, don't be closed-minded, because I think closed-minded when you get something.
But you're right. There's so much stuff. Like I walked around yesterday. I've been here today. I've been great. It's intimidating. Like there's some places you walk in, and if I was a dealer, I would turn and walk away because it's like, man, this is a nice booth. They got some good stuff. How do they afford it? and John, actually, you mentioned referrals. So, what would you say to the dealership to teach them about referrals? Because we all talk about salespeople. We all talk.
Hey, there's Melanie.
Hello, Melanie. Don was just saying how much he likes you, how he has to come and visit you, and he admires you, and he thinks you're the nicest person on the earth.
Hey, Melanie, come here.
Come on.
Well, she told me she was going to give me a hug, so I might as well do it on a live podcast.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, this is live.
Exactly.
So good to see you.
Melanie Borton, everybody. Live at NADA, the Auto Hub show. So getting back to the boring stuff, now that we had a nice interview, you build your business on referrals.
Right.
And, I know that I sat down with salespeople, you've done it until you're blue in the face. Ask for a referral. Deliver a card. You like how I treated you? Great. Do you know anybody looking? Oh, you don't? Okay. Bye.
Actually, what I would say not to do is don't hand your customers 35 good response. I guarantee you they're going to get lost. What I believe is stay in contact. And I think video is the way to do it. Send a video, thank you after they've got the store. I think video is everything. I mean, the reason I've risen to
Fame your
yeah,
business.
I hate that, right? I'm not. Honestly, it's just me. So I do those videos. I stutter, I stumble, sometimes I don't know what I'm going to say next. And it's just who I am. So back in the late 90s, early 2000s, when I was selling cars, I had a flip phone, and I don't remember the grainy videos that you send with those. I was doing that.
Oh, no, I never saw those. I've only been around long enough.
But I was sending out videos, and really just all I was saying is, hi, I'm Don Brady. I was introducing myself, and I might have a car behind me that they were interested in from the internet lead. And when it came to the store, it was different because they would walk in and they would walk up to me and say, hi, Don, thank you so much for sending that video. So after they left, then I sent them a video thanking them. And I think that memory was better than even a handwritten thank you card, which they should also do.
And what's really impressive is if you did it on a flip phone, it took them 45 seconds to 2 minutes to download that video.
Yes. So you got to make it short. I mean, I was 15 to 25 seconds is what I would try to do. What I like about social media is I'm memorable. It's not about being. I'm not famous. I'm memorable. As I walk around the show and I keep saying, hi Don, hi Don, hi Don, it's because I'm memorable. I'm not a celebrity. Melanie Gordon, she's probably a celebrity.
She's a big time show.
She's reached that status. I haven't, and maybe one day I will, but if I do, what you're going to get at the end of the day is the same humble Don Brady that you saw 2 years ago.
Well, I don't know if you get picked for the drive the $2 million electric car down through Germany, and you're going to be doing it with I don't know, Schwarzenegger. I think you might change.
I would probably put it down.
Oh yeah,
I would do that.
Who would turn that down? So Peter, as we're slowly wrapping up here, you're obviously a vendor here, and you got to do it. And how do you make yourself stand out from everybody else? Because there probably isn't any other analytics company here. There's probably no other tech companies here. So, there's nobody you compete against. But actually, it's funny. I really believe that our business, especially with companies like Tesla, Rivian, is less about cars and more about tech. And, how many of these would you almost experience if that car runs out of battery? There's nothing. You can't even shift it into neutral to push it off the road, can you?
Not quite as easy.
It's not quite as easy. So sorry, Peter. How do you stand out? How do you get your message across? And not, your product. And honestly, I don't know your product. I've heard it's super awesome. But how does one go about doing that?
It's, again, I was talking about relationships all the time. It's like, there's flashing everything out there. It goes well beyond platform. It's what makes the platform. Remaining nimble as a company, the knowledge of people that we bring on board, and we're very careful what positions what they can bring value with their knowledge of the industry. Sharing that knowledge, it's not always a consultant fee or we're going to charge this for an hour on screen share. It's we're going to back what we offer with our knowledge and support. business is one that stays. That's kind of how we're growing the data.
And it's very true because the business, while turning very techy, is also turning into real business. And we're losing the days of the second and third generation dealer. And, we've been with Chevy for 112 years, and when this show was about stuff you can touch, stuff you can feel. Not about numbers. Right next to us is the Kurt Reynolds Bandit truck. Like, how awesome is that? But it's definitely not the car business. So thank you. Gentlemen, I thank you both very much for taking the time to join us. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. I quite enjoyed it. If you have anything, my favorite thing was parting comments. Anything you want to add additional value other than ship your garden?
Well, I just want to say again, thank you for everything on the show, and thank you for all your viewers out there. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Thank you.
And yourself?
Just to thank you. It's a great community. It's a big community, but sometimes it's very small and at the same time. Just great people. I love being part of it. I'm here today.
Well, thank you very much. And my final saying other than come check out the AutioHubShow.com, and of course on various platforms, is the best thing about the car business is this. It's a life. And I think you'd agree. Anybody that's tried to get out of it comes back into it. And it's not because it's easy, because it's the same as it ain't easy. But thank you very much. Thank you again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody out here. And here was a guy who was street buying ADs. He said, we got to talk. Thank you. Thank you for being in the quality booth, too. Thanks.